Welcome to the School District 22 Local Scholarship Application instructional video. This short video will help students complete the application. Please remember that you must complete this application in full and print and sign a copy and give it directly to your school counselor. Failure to give a hard copy to your school counselor will result in you not being considered for scholarships for the 2016 school year. Please go ahead and enter your student number. This is a number provided to you by your school. It is specific to your school. The PEN number is your personal education number provided to you by this Ministry of Education. This number can be found on your Student Connect transcript or report card. Once you've entered the information, go ahead and collect open form. You notice that the information populated below is information that is connected to you. If you notice some of the information is not accurate, please approach the office as soon as possible to make the appropriate changes in the office. This information is crucial for receiving your award information should you be selected for a scholarship this year. These fields are not editable by you. You must approach the office and changes will be made within the system. Across the top, you'll see a number of tabs. Most of these tabs indicate information that is going to be required by you that the scholarship committees will consider in their deliberations to award scholarships to students. In the first column, you're looking at grade 10 classes. You'll notice there is a drop-down menu. It lists every class within the school district. In the first section of the column is the course code and then the name that you might know the course by. It's important that you search for the accurate course code and name as per the transcript that you have given to you by your school counselor. Go ahead and select all of the grade 10 classes that you may have completed that appear on your transcript. So for the student apprenticeship and workplace 10, you're going to confirm that in fact is a grade 10 class, and then you're going to go ahead and enter the grade that you earned in that class based on the transcript that you have. You'll notice at the bottom it's counted that you've entered one course and calculated your average at 100%. If you add, or when you go ahead and add a second grade 10 class, perhaps you did basketball and it was a grade 10 class and you only received 50%, when you go to select your third course, it automatically calculates your average as 75%, and it tells you that you've actually entered 2 courses. If the information in these boxes down at the bottom does not appear accurate, please double check the information you provided at the top of this column, as that is the information that is used to populate the boxes at the bottom. Go ahead and do that for your grade 11 courses. Indicate or confirm that it was a grade 11 class in fact, and then indicate the grade that you earned in that class as per the transcript. When you click grade courses for grade 12 and current, when you move from tab to tab, the information is automatically saved. So there's no save button that you have to click. If you do need to come back to complete this application or make edits before you submit it, all of the information will be saved, and that's why we have you enter your student number and your PEN number to keep this information secure and private. Go ahead and enter the grade 12 classes that you have completed either in your grade 11 year or in first semester of grade 12. Confirm that it was a grade 12 class, and then again indicate the grade that you received as a percent. Again, you'll notice that it's counting courses and it also calculates the average automatically. The current courses are for the courses that you're currently registered in for second semester. These are courses that are in progress. So you won't have a final grade, but you may have and should have a grade that is provided by your teacher through Student Connect or posted in their classroom. If you don't know what that grade is, again, check your Student Connect or check with your teacher. Again, the calculation of this current course average is used in some cases to determine scholarship winners. Again, go ahead and confirm that it was a grade 12 course and indicate the mark that you currently have. Again, that's not a final mark, but it is your current mark. Select Supplementary 1. Supplementary 1 is information that will be used by the various scholarship selection committees. That may be school district staff or school counselors, but it also may be community members. So please keep that in mind when you provide information here, that it is not just school district staff or employees that are reading this information. Again, the information provided here is seen as very valuable by the scholarship committees when they make their decisions about who will receive their scholarships. It is important that you provide the information as clearly and concisely as possible. Long, complicated essays and sentences are not necessary. It is important that you indicate in section 2 the schools that you are planning on attending or have applied to but are still waiting to hear back from. We also need to know, and some of the scholarship committees need to know, what program or faculty that you're applying for. If you've applied to a school, you will have received some identifying number. We need you to indicate that number so that we have confirmation that in fact you have definite plans to head off to university, college, or a trade school in September after grade 12. If you're not currently planning on attending college, university, or a trade school in September, you still may be eligible for some of the awards, but you need to indicate what your plan is and why you have not applied at this time. In section 3, we're looking for you to indicate what your career or educational goals are. That is, what kind of job that you're pursuing or what educational credentials that you're looking to achieve. As well, in 3B, we're looking for the kinds of activities that you've participated in and out of school that are related to those goals indicated in 3A. Once you've provided all that information, go ahead and click Supplementary 2. We're going to be looking for 4 different pieces of information here. The first one is your employment history. Each different employer, please indicate on a separate line, and the number of years that you have been working with that particular employer, and a short, concise description of what your duties or responsibilities were. In 4B, you're going to summarize your volunteer history, if any. Please indicate the name of the organization or the individual, the number of years that you volunteered, and again, a brief, concise description of what your duties and responsibilities were. In 5, please indicate any clubs, community, or school sports activities that you've participated in. Each club or community group that you participated in, please indicate it on a separate line with the number of years you've been involved, and then a short description of what your involvement has been. That could range from just being a player or participate in the club or organization to somebody in a position of leadership. That's where you would indicate it in the description field. And then number 6 is a place to list any other accomplishments, circumstances, or information that you feel the scholarship committee should consider in their selections. Again, these may be more personal, or they may be things that you've accomplished or achievements that you've met. Please remember the information you provided here will be read by both school district staff and community personnel. Now you're going to move on to indicating what scholarships or bursaries that you want to be considered for. Your counselor would have provided you with some information about 2 different kinds of scholarships. One of the scholarships, one of the groups of scholarships is the open scholarships. Those are the scholarships that all students are considered for. Then there are some specific criteria. These are scholarships that only if you meet the particular criteria will you be considered for the scholarship. As an example, when you click the drop-down menu, the A&W scholarship or the ELSA Edge scholarship, there are specific criteria that those scholarship providers want students to have met. It's important that you look at the scholarship book, read the description of what the criteria is, and then decide whether you fit that description or not. In the reason for qualifying section, It will be important that you indicate why, for the Scholarship Selection Committee, you should be considered for that scholarship. Again, considering the volume of scholarship applications being reviewed, being short and concise, brief and concise with your response will be to your benefit. Please indicate up to 15 scholarships that you would like to be considered for. And then the last page is where you're going to print both the application and then the list of scholarships. As the instructions indicate, when you click the print application, this dialog window will open up. It will allow you to preview the information that you provided. Then you're going to click at the print preview button in the menu ribbon at the top, and you're going to click print. And then go ahead, select your printer and click OK. When you click the scholarship print list, it is going to print that last page where you've indicated those specific criteria scholarships that you'd like to be considered for. It's the same process. You're going to click the print preview, click the print button, and then click OK. Reminder, please make sure that you print copies of this application, sign them, and hand them into your school counselor. Please do not staple them. Connect them together with a bulldog clip or a paper clip, and make sure that you hand it directly to a school counselor. Thanks very much. If you have any questions, please see your school counselor in your school.